So, Tim Donaghy just confirmed one of my NBA videos, which coincidentally only got 22 views up until now. First thing I'd like to say is thank you for viewing this video. And if you don't mind, hit that like and subscribe. I'm pretty sure that I have more things that you'll be interested in, and it doesn't hurt to like the video, and it does help the channel out. It helps us grow. Now let's move on to our scheduled program.
And I'm glad you brought that up because star calls obviously are a factor. I want to know how much of a factor, because you talked in the past where the Lakers complained Kobe Bryant was not getting enough calls. He sent the CD, and you knew that Kobe Bryant was going to have a trip to the free throw line. How much do star calls play a factor in getting the benefit of the call when it comes down to referee calls?
I mean, it's huge. I mean, the officials referee the names on the front and the back of the jerseys rather than the rules and how they're written in the rule book. And it's obvious when you allow LeBron James to push off and take that extra step going to the basket, or some of the other star players in the league, allowed to travel and get away with an extra hop, skip, and a jump, and the officials look the other way.
Now, one of the things I also want to focus upon is the concept of makeup calls, because we hear that a lot. Is that theory, or does that really happen? Let's say the referee makes a bad call on a play, on an offensive play, then they switch sides and go to the defensive end. Will he make up a call to try to make things even? Does that really happen?
It does. It has happened a lot in the past. I think they're getting away from that a little bit. They don't want that because the media has talked about it. They definitely want to try and say that they're being consistent. So if there's a cheap foul down one end, they're going to go down the other end and try to do the same thing to try to remain somewhat consistent.
Again, we're on the line right now with Tim Donaghy here on the Ari Lewis Show on Israel Sports and News Radio. I want to bring out some theories I've heard in the past. If they're true or not, there was a theory that a referee during a fourth quarter of a playoff game went up to Michael Jordan in his heyday and said, "Can I get an autograph from you after the game?" I just want to know if you heard that rumor and if it's true or not, according to your understanding.
I mean, it's happened many times. I've seen people go up to some of these star players before the game and ask them to have the ball boy send in a pair of their signed sneakers or a jersey after the game for them. And, it's a situation where the guy always did it, and he wanted to do it because he knew that he was going to get the favorable whistle for that guy every time he saw him.
Wow. Now, is there anything that – I mean, it seems like things have gotten worse because it seems like referees kept more of a distance in the past. Do you think things have gotten worse, let's say now, as opposed to the 90s and 80s when MJ played?
I think they've gotten better in regard to autographs because I think that if you're caught doing that now, you're definitely going to get fined, suspended, and possibly fired. So I don't think before a game any of the referees are going up to any of these star players, asking them for their sneakers or jersey prior to the tip-off.
Okay, so that's an aspect where it's gotten better, an aspect where it's gotten worse in your opinion.
I just think that it's a combination of a lot of things, but I think that the star treatment is still out there, and it's a situation where these guys that have the bigger names are getting the benefit of the calls.
Now, let's talk about bigger teams, bigger markets. In the East, you obviously have Cleveland with LeBron James versus the Toronto Raptors, and all due respect, I don't think the NBA wants Toronto in the NBA Finals. How would that work, per se, if the NBA wants to keep Toronto out? Is it that a directive is sent to the referees calling the game or the head of referees? How does that work exactly? Because I don't think anyone in the league, except for Toronto fans, wants to see the NBA Finals with the Raptors in it.
It's a situation where the league office will come in and show the referees game film from previous games and show them what to concentrate on and what to call. And it's always putting a team at an advantage or a disadvantage. So in this case, obviously, they wouldn't want Toronto. Not that Toronto's going to beat Cleveland anyway, but if it was a situation where it got close, they would go in and show them what to concentrate on and what to crack down on. It would be something that would be going against Toronto so that then Cleveland would be able to advance.
Okay, so there's never an exact directive from the league. It's more hinted and suggested. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
Okay. And
Hey, yo, I appreciate it if you could hit that like button right about now. I am absolutely under the belief What's up, BBN, Jack Ross? I am absolutely under the belief that the only problem that my channel actually has is low visibility. Because once again, this is the second time that someone who's involved in a situation or know the inner workings of a situation has confirmed what I have been saying. As you can see, I have the link in the description. Check the description. The link is in the description. I got it already at the point. You're just going to have to wait like a couple of seconds because it's a lead up. Well, I explain exactly how the NBA works and how they rig games without rigging games. The NBA knows who they want to win, who they want to advance, and who they want to do well. That's why when you have extremely good players like Carmelo Anthony and you're watching the game and you're me and you're able to say, oh man, the refs. It's different from when somebody who doesn't really know how the NBA markets their games and markets their players and decides who they want to be successful and not look at a game and say, oh, the refs don't have anything to do with it. It has to do directly with the physical, with the talent of the players to a degree. Because, like I said in the video with the description, if you go a little bit before where you're going to start off at, you even hear me say, what they do is this. If you have a team like the Golden State Warriors who are like clockwork, these guys don't travel often. These guys don't do anything egregious. If the ref wants to call something against them, it's hard. The only thing you could really call against them are calls that are subjective because they're not traveling. They're not doing, screens. If you ever notice, the Warriors get a lot of moving screens called against them, but those are subjective. That's when you think the guy is moving. Those are subjective. You understand? Anyway, I think Donaghy said everything that I needed to say. Everything that I was saying, I think he needed to say. Once again, my channel's on point. It's a shame that I have this my subscribers already going up at this point, but we gonna keep grinding. All right? But leave your comments down below. Look at the video. Look at the link that's in the description for my video. Also, shout out to 7A Sports TV. That's where I got the interview from. That's where I got the Donaghy interview from, 78 Sports TV. I'm going to leave that link in the description also. Shout out to that dude. He was on point for this. But I didn't even check when he put his video up. I just happened to just go by it today. Today on whatever the day is, the 11th of June. I just happened to go by it today. But shout out to that dude because, I've been looking for Donaghy stuff. I didn't like that dude just like disappeared off the map. You know what I'm saying? He probably worried for his life. He's kind of messing with the mob money when you start talking about how things are getting fixed, and that's facts. You messing with Las Vegas. But I go back, look at the other video first, please. It's kind of long because it's a lot of description and a lot of explaining, don't get me wrong. But if you can and you got the time, look at the other video first and then listen again to what Donaghy is saying. And you trying to tell me that I'm wrong. And then leave your comment. Like if you can't listen to the other one, you're just gonna leave a comment. Whatever, nigga, do that. But if you have the opportunity, go to the other video, watch the other video, then come back and leave a comment. If you leave 2 comments, that's excellent. That's great. Matter of fact, leaving 2 comments would be better because then I could see. Then it'll be a progression. You just seen this video, then you left a comment, then you go and see the entirety of what I said after listening to the probably you go check the 78 video also and see the entirety of what Donaghy said, and then you'll see exactly what we correlate, and you'll see I know sports. I would cover more sports if my sports videos got more than 10 views, but I know sports. All right, so that's all I got for you. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and I'm out. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you would like to help dictate the direction that this channel takes, please leave a comment. All comments are appreciated, whether positive or negative. Thank you very much and enjoy your day. And remember, positive thoughts cause for positive things to happen. Let's get it.